I'm going to get out of the road, mate, because this could get ugly.
She's got cuts and scrapes on her legs from rushing out of there so fast, hitting her own self. Judging by how bad she was, I didn't think he could fix her in an hour.
She's a real wreck, isn't she, mate? Well, I think it's safe to say that she doesn't want to get on.
I really feel good about the steps that Clinton showed me to take to make her better.
G'day mate, Clinton Anderson here from Down Under Horsemanship. Well, on today's show we've got an exciting problem horse we're going to actually be working with. This horse has got a real problem with wanting to race out of the trailer really quickly and feels really trapped and claustrophobic. Now, even though it's about the trailer, I'm going to show you how you can use the method I'm going to use to fix this mare on all kinds of problems with your horses, whether horses that want to jig on the trail, horses that don't want to stand tied, horses that are gate sour and barn sour, barrel racing horses that don't want to go into the arena. So we're going to use the method and we're going to show you a variety of uses you can do for it. Let me introduce you to a good friend of mine. This is Gunny Matheson. Gunny, great to have you on the show, mate.
Thanks, Clinton. I appreciate it.
Now, Gunny is a reining horse trainer here in Texas. He's a good friend of mine. I've known Gunny for quite a long time now, and he's a great reining horse trainer. And Gunny has been kind enough to, he called me up the other day and said, Clinton, I've got a horse that I think would be great for your TV show. And I said, well, Gunny, tell me a little bit about it. So why don't you tell the viewers now about the mare that you brought here and what the horse is?
Well, she is a youth and a rookie reining horse.
Right.
And she's very easy to ride.
How old is she, mate?
She's 10 years old.
Okay.
And little kid rides her and leads her around, but they'd like to take her to the horse show themselves, but we just can't. I don't trust her getting on and off the trailer with them. And
yeah.
you know, I know you're good at this. I've seen your TV show on RFDV before.
Yeah.
And
well, tell me, what does she exactly do? Tell the viewers exactly what this mare does. Like so she loads on the trailer all right or not?
She's a little wary getting on the trailer, but that's not really the problem, especially if you have somebody help you along behind her. But sometimes you got to help her along behind her. But whenever you push her into that confined space, you can tell she's really tense, she's really nervous. She really wants out of there. So
tell me a typical scenario of what she will do when you go to unload her. What will she typically do?
Well, typically I have to hold on to the leverage because I have the it looped to the D-ring for leverage.
Yep.
So I don't pull on her directly. Right. It's connected to a D-ring.
So you go up from the halter through the D-ring and then you hold it in the other partition.
On the other partition.
Yeah.
Yeah. I unlock the partition,
right,
and I get out of the way.
Right, because you know it's going to blow.
Because I know it's going to blow. And I hold her there
right,
until I'm just slowly situate myself around
right,
to get ready, and then I just nudge her back. And if I nudge her back, she's gone.
And when she runs out of a trailer, does she rear up? Does she hit her head? Is it pretty crazy? You know, tell me what typically happens there.
Well, that's why I came here. You know, I've been dealing with this problem kind of in my own way, but it's not really fixed. The last time I took her to a horse show, she rushed out of the trailer, jerked a hind slider off, which is important for reining horses,
very much
and put a 6-inch scar on her hip.
Okay, so she injured herself.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I kind of got really fed up with it then, and I figured I needed to call somebody that knew better than I did.
You know, and that's one thing that I really compliment Gunny on is being an open-minded trainer. That's one thing for sure I've always tried to do my whole career. if I ever need help or I ever need advice, don't be too prideful to go ask for it. You know, if I'm having trouble with a reining horse, I'm going to call Gunny up and say, hey, Gunny, I got a horse that's doing this. Have you ever had a horse that does that? He's going to give me some advice, and vice versa. You know, I use Sean Florida and Todd Crawford and a bunch of great trainers, and I try to pride myself on keeping that open-minded. And that's what Gunny's doing here, is what he's been doing hasn't been working. So he's come to us to look for our advice, and I do the same for him on some questions with reining horses as well. And I think that's one good thing that all good trainers have in common, is that they don't let their pride get in the way of learning. I'll learn from anybody. If somebody can show me a better way of doing something, I crave to learn something new, that's for sure. Well, Gunny, let's go have a look at the side of the trailer and just kind of let the door down and let me see the horse a little bit before we actually go ahead and let her out, mate.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Conceived for greatness, bred for glory. Two world-renowned bloodlines are united in one outstanding stallion. Now, Clinton Anderson invites you to join this exclusive circle. To share in a 3-generation legacy of NRHA and NCHA champions with earnings in the millions. Jag, Clinton's most prized stallion, now stands at world-famous Repro Center, Texas A&M, and in a cooperative effort with the university's equine program, supports Clinton's other passion, equine research and development, providing a great opportunity at an even greater value. The industry's leaders have long sought Clinton's performance horses. Now you can have the opportunity to obtain these coveted genetics and make these elite bloodlines your own. Contact Texas A&M at 979-845-4320 or check out our website at www.downunderhorsemanship.com for a link to more details.
Hey mate, would you like more training information than what's on one of my TV episodes? Would you like more tips from me? Or would you just like to talk with other horse lovers just like yourself? Well, if so, I have the perfect answer. It's our No Worries Club. Take a look, mate.
The Clinton Anderson No Worries Club delivers infinite innovation, inspiration, and instruction, giving you unlimited access to the man and his method. The No Worries Club is Clinton's way of sharing his knowledge, experience, and new ideas with others who are dedicated to becoming the best horsemen they can be. As a member of the No Worries Club, you get specialized training delivered right to your door 24/7, plus a whole lot more. 8 information-packed DVDs each year, a $200 value, a subscription to the No Worries Club Journal, valued at $50, discounts on clinic participation worth up to $500, 5 free tickets to any wall walkabout tour, another $1,875 in value. Access to download Clinton Anderson's TV shows. And new this year, exclusive member pricing to Clinton Anderson's Performance Horse Genetics. All this, plus unlimited discounts on tack and video products, make up a total value of over $3,625. All for an annual subscription cost of only $199.99. But tools and tips are only a part of the benefit. Club members get to share news and ideas with Clinton and each other through forums and blogs. And there are lots of members-only exclusives on new video releases and training product promotions.
In fact, the No Worries Club is such a great deal, it doesn't make sense not to join. So what are you waiting for, mate? Join today.
Club cost is $199.99 for an annual membership, or 12 monthly payments of $19.99. Visit NoWorriesClub.com or call 888-287-7432.
Now, Gunny, go ahead and let's have a look at her on the outside, mate, before we actually let her out here. I just want to see what she looks like. Does she look anxious? Is she worried? Okay, so this is her here. And what's her name?
Miss Pepper.
Miss Pepper.
You'll see why her name's Miss Pepper when we bring her out.
Right, Evan. Well, she kind of looks a little worried there. If you look at her eyes, she looks kind of anxious there. She looks a little worried about it. And most horses that race out of a trailer quickly, Gunny, are feeling trapped and claustrophobic. And that's the whole secret to it, is that the more you try to make them stay in there, mate, the worse they get. Yeah. And that's what everybody does, is typically a horse like this that people are trying to get to come out slowly, is what they want to do is they want to try and stop them from going out, or they want to slow them down.
That's what I've been doing.
Yeah, and it usually doesn't work very good because in the horse's mind, they're getting pressured in the trailer and then released outside. Basically, what I'm going to do with this mare is I'm going to let her come out as fast as she wants. And then when she commits to the mistake and uses the reactive side of her brain, then I'm just going to work her outside. And I'm going to lunge her and turn her and stop her and make her work a little bit. Horses are basically a lazy creature. And then I'm going to put them back in and let them rest. And we'll have to do that several times until she figures out, you know what am I racing out backwards quick for? Because all I'm doing is going out there to work. And once she realizes rest inside and work outside, then she'll start backing off slower and slower and slower. So it's basically horse psychology. You do the same thing with reining horses, wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, if they don't want to slow down, you run them until they want to slow down.
Now that you put it that way, it makes really good sense.
Yeah, and a lot of this, you know, until somebody presents this to us, we don't think of it. And that's why it's important to keep an open mind, is that sometimes I might be working with one of my reining horses and what I'm doing is not quite working the way that I'd like it to, and I'll talk to you or talk to another trainer, and they'll say, well, Clinton, have you thought about doing this? And it's like, well, duh, why didn't I think about that? And that's why it's important to keep an open mind as a trainer so that you keep learning. Okay, mate, well, let's actually, we'll just leave this down. Actually, no, put it back up for it. Let's put it back up to start off with. And then what we're gonna do is go around the back, and you can let her off, and let's just see what she does, okay, mate?
Okay. Leave that shut. I'll leave that open.
Okay. Okay, Gunny, mate, go ahead and open up the door and unload her. I'm going to get out of the road, mate, because this could get ugly.
Yes, sir.
And we'll see exactly what she does, mate. So don't do anything different to what you typically do at home, okay, mate?
Okay.
Just show us exactly what she does.
I'll do that.
I'm going to get over here so I can see it come out a little bit better. Is she normally better or worse the further she's in the trailer, Gunny, at all?
You know, I always put her farther in the trailer. I'm afraid to put her right back here.
Yeah, because it's unsafe for you to get out of the road.
Yeah.
Okay.
That just make more room for myself to get out of the way.
Yeah, you got to survive the experience first. Okay, well, I think it's safe to say that she races out quickly.
She has a problem.
Put her back in there. Let's see if let's put her back in there and let's see what she does. So this is where she's a little hesitant here to go in.
She's a little hesitant, and if you just walk behind her, she'll usually step right in, but as you can see, she doesn't want to be on there too much.
Okay, so you need to help her get on there.
Yeah.
So are you kind of holding her there, mate?
Yes, sir. I've looped it back through the D-ring again because I know that she can't pull my trailer down.
Right, okay, okay. So if you don't hold her there, will she race off again?
She'll race off again.
Okay, well, let's go unload her again. Hook her up there, and we'll go unload her again, see if she does anything different. I can see her sitting back there. Well, I think it's safe to say that she doesn't want to get on. Back her off again. She's a real wreck, isn't she, mate? And she pulled off a hind shoe.
Just what we don't need reiners to do.
Well, here's the good news, mate. I know I can fix this. What I don't know is how long it's going to take me. I know I can get it done today, but I don't know if it's going to take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or an hour. Okay. But I know we can fix her. And this is the kind of stuff that a lot of it, you know, as trainers, we put up with a lot of this sometimes because, you know, there's other things to do in the barn and you got 20 horses to ride. But this kind of stuff, to me, trailer loading, saddling them, a lot of horses flip over and cross ties, don't they? You know, wash racks. This is the kind of stuff that these show horses are too valuable to let them get injured like this. You know what I mean? So even though it was a bit of a wreck what happened just then, I'm glad that it happened on camera so that we could see what the kind of stuff happened. When she hurt herself last time, did it look like that, where she fell down like that?
It looked a lot like that.
It looked a lot like that?
Yes, sir.
Righto. No worries. Well, listen, mate, thanks for bringing her, and let's get started. The first thing we're going to do, mate, is I'm going to take off, she busted a lip here a little bit. That's all right. We'll fix that too. But first thing I want to do is take this halter off her and put one of mine on. I'll explain why. Okay, mate?
No problem.
In horse training, experience is the sum of feel and timing. And to get both right, it's crucial to have the proper tools, mate.
Introducing the Training Essentials Collection from Clinton Anderson. Much copied, but never duplicated. You can feel the energy difference in Clinton's halter and lead. A thin weave of the rope applies pressure more effectively, discouraging leaning. The nose knots, strategically placed at key pressure points, increase handling leverage. The long headpiece, short throat latch design keep the cheek pieces out of the eye area, and the easy adjust fit make the halter adaptable to every purpose. The heavy-duty yachting rope lead maximizes the energy in training exercises. The heavy-duty snap and easy release knot keep it simple and safe. The weighted end acts as an added training aid. The complete halter and lead set serves as the perfect tool for groundwork exercises. See your horse respond instantly to the unique training cues only Clinton's handy stick and string can deliver. Move your horse in and out of your space with ease. Sensitized to pressure, desensitized to distracting stimuli, 4 feet long to keep you safe. With a non-slip, ergonomic grip for better handling, and a 6-foot string with a weighted end and popper for guaranteed attention. Its sturdy fiberglass shaft won't bend or break like a traditional lunge whip. Its rubber tip has a built-in eye to make attaching the string easy. Together, the stick and string are ideal for ground training exercises.
So improve your timing and your feel with my training essentials and take your horsemanship experience to a whole new level, mate.
World-renowned horseman Clinton Anderson is famous for his easy-to-understand method that gets results immediately with any horse. Now you can get the ultimate tutorial of his method in a complete kit. Introducing Down Under Horsemanship's Fundamental Series. Clinton Anderson's signature method is packed with more practical training tools than any on the market today. He details his 8 steps to success, a dynamic and progressive format that makes even the most advanced maneuvers easy to understand and apply. The Clinton Anderson Fundamental Series kit includes 14 instructional DVDs with over 28 hours of brand new footage. Ground penning, groundwork, and riding topics are explored in greater depth and with more useful techniques than ever before. 15 arena mates containing step-by-step illustrations of the DVD lessons in handy pocket-sized booklets you can take to the barn and arena. Plus, you'll get Clinton's beautiful, perfect-bound philosophy book containing over 100 pages of insight and explanation of his method. This complete guide to the fundamentals of Clinton's training method comes packaged in a handy carrying case and also includes a coupon for 25% off the Clinton Anderson Intermediate Series kit coming soon. Altogether, that's over $800 worth of training innovation, inspiration, and instruction. Now you can get the most in-depth horse training tutorial available for only $5.99. And if you're a No Worries Club member, the kit is yours for only $3.99. That's over $400 in savings. So act now. Restart your training program with all the latest tools for success with the Clinton Anderson Fundamental Series. To order, call or click 1-888-AUSSIE-2 or www.downunderhorsemanship.com.
Okay, Gunny, bring her over here, mate, and let's change some equipment out on her. The reason why I'm going to put one of my halter and lead ropes on her, mate, is first of all, we've got to have the right tools to be able to get the job done. The problem with a short lead rope like this, mate, is that if we can't give her any room to move. You know what I mean? Because basically the theory is I'm going to work her outside the trailer, put her in and let her rest. So we don't have much room on a 6-7 foot lead rope, okay? The other thing I don't like about typical webbing halters like this is that it's very easy for them to pull on you and drag you around. With these rope halters of mine, Gunny, if you feel the rope, feel how stiff they are?
Yeah.
And those knots, okay, and when that, like stick your arm out for a second. If I put this, turn it like that, you know, can you feel those knots there?
Yeah,
so when they pull on you, these knots work off the pressure points of their nose and it kind of bites into their nose a little bit. So it gives you a little bit more leverage when you've got a horse that's really trying to drag you around, okay? So they're a lot stronger and they discourage the horse from leaning. Now, it's not going to stop her, but it's going to discourage her. So I'm just going to try to set her up here with the right tools to help her a little bit. Now, before I actually work with the trailer, Gunny, and her, okay, I want to start to see if we can't get a little bit better relationship with Pepper and just kind of give her some building blocks that we can build on to help her with the trailer. So the last thing I'm going to do is put her straight back in there. I need to kind of get her using the thinking side of her brain. And now that she's out, she's relatively calm, isn't she?
She's really calm.
And did you know that she had this problem, mate, when you guys bought her or not? Or what happened with a little bit of history? How long have you had her?
I've had her for a year,
right.
And we went to buy her, and the person I bought them from did tell me that she had a little bit of a problem, but you know, we can deal with that. It's just she's on the trailer and then she comes right off and then we ride her. If she rides good for the kid, that's what we need her for.
Yeah.
I can unload her.
Yeah.
But
it was a bigger problem.
It's a much bigger problem than I thought it was.
And usually sometimes, mate, these problems get worse over time too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't just stay the same, they get worse as well. So the lead rope is a 14-foot lead rope, Gunny. I like this yachting rope because it has a lot of feel and energy. Like if I wiggle it, see how it makes that clip wiggle, and it can make her feel uncomfortable, so I can back her out of my space from a bigger distance away. Okay, she's got to learn to move those feet there, release that pressure. So I like a 14-foot lead rope with my rope halters, and I like that stainless steel snap because it'll bump them under the jaw if I get a little pushy. The other tools we're going to use is our handy stick. The handy stick is going to keep us safe to where we can reach her and move her out of her space and move her feet forwards, backwards, left and right. So, and then one more piece of equipment that we want to use is the Legacy front boots on her. Remember, no legs, no horse. So it's very, very important to make sure that you protect your horse's legs. So I don't want her, you know, you could see when she came out, she skinned herself up a little bit on her feet and she bumped a lip and some stuff like that. We want to keep her as safe as we possibly can. So always use the Classic Equine Legacy boots when you're working with your horse, okay? So to begin with, Gunny, I'm just going to kind of explain to the audience what I'm doing and kind of you at the same time. If you have any questions, mate, or you want to ask me anything, just kind of go with it as we go.
Okay.
So first thing I want to do with the mate is I want to just see if I can gain her respect a little bit here. So I'm just going to see if I can move her past me a little bit and then yield and get her to give me two eyes like that. So I'm going to point, use my stick a little bit. Now I'm going to yield and get her to turn and face me. So getting her to come off this halter pressure here, Gunny, is going to be very important, because that way when I point and send her on, she's going to know what that means. So before we get involved with the trailer, let's just see how much control we can get over outside here. And she looks like a relatively sensitive type of horse, is she?
Yeah, she's very,
you know, she's not real lazy.
No, she's not very lazy.
Okay, so we've got a little control over here. Next thing I'm going to do, Gunny, is see if we can get control of her near the trailer. Because it's amazing how many horses don't want to go on the trailer, and you can't even get control of them near the trailer. Now, do you notice as I get closer to the trailer, she's getting nervous again, isn't she?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, see how I'm asking her here, and now I'm going to get the stick and tap her with rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. There, tell her with the stick. Now what I'm doing is I'm sending her between me and the trailer, because horses hate tight, narrow spaces because it makes horses feel trapped and claustrophobic. That's why horses hate, you know, trailers. You know, when you take them to the vet stocks, okay? Tying her up. You said she pulls back, does she?
Yes, she pulls back.
Okay, well, we'll work with her on that as well.
Tied up to one point like that.
Yeah. And it makes sense that she doesn't tie very well because she doesn't give to that halter very well, does she?
No, she doesn't.
Okay. So notice that I'm getting a little closer to the trailer all the time. So the last thing on my mind is to try to get her in. What she's thinking is, hello, you want me in that cave again, don't you? Well, what I'm going to do is say, no, I just happen to be practicing my sending exercise near the trailer. What are the odds of that? You ever notice with horses, the more you try and make them do something, the less they want to do it.
Yeah.
So what I want to do with her is say, hey, listen, I'm not trying to get you in the trailer. All I'm trying to do is get control of your feet. Good girl. She doesn't really want to be bad, Gunny. She just doesn't know how to act.
Yeah.
And it's our job to teach her. There. Now I'm going to come around the side of the trailer, Gunny, and do the exact same thing. I just want to prove to her that I can control her feet around all three sides. You ever seen those horses, Gunny, that run around the side of a trailer to avoid going on?
Yes, sir.
Well, this is why I do that, because they run around the side because they know that they can escape the human. I want to show her that doesn't matter where she goes, I can get control of her feet. So what I'm trying to do is do two things, actually. Get her to respect me by moving her feet. Now that was better. Notice that one? That time when I pointed, I didn't need the stick, did I? So I'm trying to get her respect by moving her feet forwards, backwards, left and right, and I'm getting her to use the thinking side of her brain. Now I love that. See how she walked through that gap nice and relaxed just then?
Yep.
And she licked the lips. Oh, I love that. Good girl. So now she's calming down.
Is that kind of how you know when you're getting your point across?
Very much so. When you mean when they lick their lips?
When they lick their lips and when they're getting quiet like
Very
she is?
much so. Come around here, mate, and watch this. Very much so. There's 5 signs of a horse relaxing, Gunny. One is lowering their head and neck. The second one is licking their lips. The third one is cocking a hind leg. The fourth one is taking a big breath or sighing. And the fifth one is blinking their eyes. So anytime a horse licks their lips like that, it tells you that they're using the thinking side of their brain rather than the reactive side. So what I'm doing here, Gunny, is I'm just showing her that number 1, I'm the leader in this relationship between me and her. Number 2, I can move her feet forwards, backwards, left and right. Number 3, I'm teaching her how to use, I love that, the thinking side of her brain. You notice I haven't had the tapper much in a while, have I?
Correct.
So the stick is basically option 2. Option 1 is I want to ask her with the halter. Now that was her best one yet. So now we're going to do something she's not expecting. We're going to retreat. Me and you're going to walk over here and say, hey, we don't want you on that trailer. Just ignore that trailer. Most people, they never walk away from the trailer until they failed. You know, it's a pressured situation.
Yeah.
Every time she does something good, I'm going to come out here and say, hey, don't worry about it. Everything's okay. So we're off to a good start. What is different about what I'm doing compared to what you would have thought I was going to do, or, you know, what you've done in the past? What do you think's going on?
Well, I've always tried to stop her from being on the trailer, which has probably just made her more nervous and think more about being nervous on the trailer. I've never thought to work her outside of the trailer like this.
Yeah, yeah. And we're doing this so that when I do bring her out and work her, she's got a bit of an idea how to listen to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so that way we're setting up for a success, not failure. So we're going to let her have a little break here for a couple of minutes. I love that. She's licking her lips. She's lowering her head. Notice her eye is a little calmer. She's not quite as bug-eyed. And then we're going to open up the trailer and start again.
Okay.
Okay.
The Clinton Anderson Tour is coming to your area. Visit downunderhorsemanship.com to find a location near you.
If you're serious about living the dream, it doesn't get more real than this. Let famed Aussie horseman Clinton Anderson turn your dreams into reality. For the first time ever, Clinton Anderson opens the gates to his world-famous Down Under Horsemanship Ranch in Stephenville, Texas. The ranch sets the stage for life-changing adventures in Clinton's Down Under Horsemanship clinics. Proven worldwide, Clinton's amazing training techniques are guaranteed to bring out the inner greatness in your horse. Get a totally new take on training when you ride side by side with Clinton on his favorite trails. Only here on Clinton's Ranch will you experience the down-home, down-under hospitality that really does make dreams come true. With his trademark horse intuition, Clinton builds on the relationship you already have with your horse. For any level rider, fundamental, intermediate, advanced, each clinic is designed to zero in on your ultimate training needs in a way no other clinic can. Riders and horses come from all corners of the globe to ride with Clinton and his team of specialists. You can see Clinton in action on tour. You can practice his methods at home. But there is nothing like getting instant feedback from Clinton himself. So what are you waiting for? Book your clinic now and set out on an adventure of a lifetime for you and your horse. Spots are limited for a select few who act now. Let Clinton Anderson unveil the secret to a better ride, a better life for you and your horse.
Okay, Gunny, we've given her a little bit of a break just to relax for a little while. There's one more little test that I want to give her before I try to put her in the trailer. I want to be able to stand back here with my back facing the trailer and see if I can move her from one side of the trailer to the other without my feet having to move. See how I'm having to move here?
Yep.
So I don't quite have that control I'm looking for. There we go. I want to be able to keep my feet still and move her feet. Remember, whoever moves first loses. So the more I can make her feet, Pepper's feet, move without my feet moving, that proves to her that I'm the leader between me and her, okay? So I'm basically just showing her, hey, I can keep my feet still and see, like here, I can't see her, but she's really getting good coming off that halter now, isn't she?
Yeah,
and this
really
is,
good.
again, why we use the 14-foot lead rope. Now, everything that I'm doing in this particular TV show, we go into a lot more detail with our trouble-free trailering DVD. So if you have young horses or horses that have never been on a trailer or horses that have had problems on trailers, we're going to cover a lot of it, you know, on today's show, but, you know, this TV show is only an hour. You know, our trailering DVD goes for almost 4 hours, so there's a lot more information in it. Okay, she's doing great. Next thing I'm going to do, mate, is open up the door here for her. Okay, and I'll lock this back here. Rightio. Okay, what I want to do here is I basically, if I can, I have to see, I don't really want her to go all the way on. There, there. I just want to stop her a little bit and just back her off because I just want to make sure that we don't get into another wreck again where she falls over in there if I can avoid it. Okay,
yeah,
so
correct.
I'd like her just to put her front feet in there and then just stop. That's all right. Tap, tap, tap.
She seems like she's using her thinking side of her brain a little bit more.
A little bit more. Now, everything's about the timing. Where when she smells it or investigates it, let her. Okay. She's feeling a little reactive right now, though, and that's okay. See, she doesn't know whether to jump or what to do, does she?
No.
It's that threshold. There we go. Let her smell it a little bit there. Now I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to say, hey, you know, get off the trailer, get away. The opposite. Normally people are saying, get on, get on. If you say, hey, get off, that was a little, now, see, use a little reverse psychology. She backed off. I'll just make it look like it was my idea.
Yeah.
She don't have any idea it was mine or hers. But I'll try to, okay. Now, even though she got on just then, okay, that's okay. Now, what I'm going to do here right now is I'm just going to try and let her rest here a little bit, Gunny, okay?
Okay.
And if she wants off, I'm going to let her get off, okay? Now, I'm going to stand behind this divider here, and that'll keep me safe just to see what happens. Okay. Now, as soon as she backs off like that, come on, move those feet, move those feet. Move those feet. Come on, move those feet. In fact, while I'm doing this, Gunny, can you take off that bar? Will that bar come off or not?
I don't know if it will come off.
It doesn't look like it will because, okay. Well, we'll just have to try to avoid it. But basically what I'm doing here, Gunny, is I'm just going to make a workout here. And so, hey, listen, you want to be outside? Isn't this fun to be outside? I'm just moving those feet. See, what she thinks is going to happen is she's going to come outside for something good to do. I'm going to do the opposite. See how she is pulling on that lead rope? That's why I like these halters, because it gives me a bit more leverage. Good girl. Now, what I did like that time, Gunny, is she went on a lot more willing, Justin, didn't she?
Yeah, she did.
She kind of was looking for a place to be a way out, okay? So basically what I want to do here is just let her rest.
Okay.
Just let her get her oxygen. What do you think her most valuable commodity is? Air.
Air, yeah.
Me too. I'm kind of huffing and puffing. I need some air, okay?
Yeah.
So basically I just want her to rest now. And we're going to let her rest here for about 5 minutes. I'm going to shut the cameras off so we can get as much done on camera. But if she does try to get off at any point before I ask her, I'm going to let her.
Okay.
Let the horse commit to the mistake. That's the secret. You can't arrest somebody for standing outside a bank with a gun. You've got to wait till they go in, then you can arrest them. So if you try to stop her, she'll feel trapped again.
Okay.
So more than likely, she'll race off here 3 or 4 times quick until she figures out that there's no freedom outside. So we'll just let her rest here, mate.
Okay.
So we've let her rest in here for about 5 minutes, Gunny. I'm going to just rub her with the stick because what I'd like to do is get up beside her without getting hurt. You know, I want to get up there and just rub her just a little bit if I can. But I've got to be ready in case she does something silly, and I don't want her to pin me or get me into trouble here. So I'd like to just rub on her just a little bit here. Now when I go to back her off, just be careful she doesn't run over you. She's probably going to panic a little bit here, so I'm just going to back her off here. Okay. As soon as she gets outside, put those feet back to work again. Come on. Okay, move your feet, move your feet. And while I'm out here, I'm working a little bit of respect here, getting that front end to move, getting it to give to that pressure. Okay. See, she doesn't have as much respect for this halter as I'd like to see. That's it. So I'm basically going to do this for another 2 or 3 more minutes, and then I'm going to go load her back up again. Okay, and we'll try her again.
Now available, 115-acre ranch in Bell Center, Ohio, 1 hour northwest of Columbus, Ohio, the official home city of the All-American Quarter Horse Congress. Designed and built personally by Clinton Anderson, this Horseman's Dream Ranch features a 125-foot by 250-foot covered and heated indoor arena, a 200-foot by 400-foot outdoor roping arena, improved grass pastures, 4 picturesque ponds, wooded areas with riding trails, 20-stall outdoor barn, 5 round pens, and a 150-foot octagonal cutting pen. The main indoor arena complex includes a 44-stall barn, an indoor round pen, a manager's apartment, 4 small apartments, offices, retail store space, and room for at least 30 more stalls. This multiple-use property is one of the nicest privately owned horse facilities in the country. Serious inquiries, please call 888-287-7432.
AccuTrack is a proud sponsor of this program and considers it a privilege to be a preferred manufacturer of CD and DVD products for Down Under horsemanship. AccuTrack specializes in the design, manufacturing, packaging, and fulfillment of CDs and DVDs. AccuTrack's on-demand production engine makes Clinton Anderson's valuable training techniques available to you on DVDs. Visit us at www.accutrack.com.
The way horses move is a thing of beauty, but we all know that 4 legs can mean 4 times the likelihood of problems. When the horses I care for are wounded or sore, I know just what to have on hand. 3M Animal Care Solutions.
Animal Lintex poultice pads come in a convenient, ready-to-use pad or in hoof-shaped pads that aid in wound healing. Gain G highly absorbent padding is ideal when wrapping delicate legs for shipping and wrapping sore or wounded legs. For over 40 years, 3M Vet Wrap bandaging tape has been relied on by horsemen for compression, protection, and support. Comes in a great selection of colors and sizes. And now, 3M Veterinary Elastic Adhesive Tape, like the popular human version, is available for equine athletes too. Strong, yet conformable. It custom fits around hard-to-tape areas.
So don't fret when your horse is hurt. Keep him comfortable and protected with reliable wound care solutions from 3M Animal Care. For more information, visit www.3m.com/animal care. Okay, so we've worked her out here for a few minutes, Gunny. Let's put her back on again. Let her rest. There we go. Good girl. What we're going to do is now I'm just going to rub on a gunny and let her rest in here for 5-6 minutes off camera, and we'll do it again.
Okay.
It's probably going to take us 3 or 4 times of doing this before she catches on.
Yeah.
Because it's a habit for her, isn't it?
Yeah, she's just a 10-year-old mare, right?
Yeah. So, you know, she's going to do what's come natural to her, which is panic and react. Once she figures out that the oxygen tanks are in here, that's when we're going to start to make progress.
Perfect.
Okay, Gunny, let's go ahead and back her off. Let's see how she does now. We've let her rest. Oh, I love that. I just want her to back off 1 step at a time. Now, more than likely, as she gets closer to the door, she may feel more anxious. I love that. She's starting to back off like a snail. There we go. I'd like her just to ease. That's all right. Just ease her way off.
It's much better.
Ease her way off. As soon as she gets out, I might just do something a little bit different this time. Is just go move her feet back and forth right here, not move my feet. Again, it doesn't really matter what you do. It's the same thing with barrel racing horses, Gunny, that don't want to go into the arena. You know what I mean? They get real bad about it. You know, work them outside the arena, take them in the arena, let them rest. Do the opposite of what they want to do. Okay? I'm going to bring it back on again. And this time, Gunny, I'm going to bring her all the way up the front here a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is more where she would feel a little bit more trapped. See how she just backed off there a little bit?
Yep.
So I'm going to bring her up a little bit more. There we go. Just like that. So she doesn't feel quite as safe right up the front there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So again, pretty simple concept, let her rest.
Yeah.
It's very important that you use the Aussie tie ring in here, mate. I'm going to give you a couple of tie rings to take home.
Okay.
That way, if she ever panics or pulls back, she's not going to rear up and flip over.
Okay.
Always use the Aussie tie ring when you're trailering your horses or tying them up, and it'll also fix that problem of her pulling back as well.
Okay.
Okay. There's a DVD series that we have called Problem Solving on the Ground and Under Saddle. I'd highly recommend you get it for not just this problem, but all types of problem with horses. Horses that are barn sow and buddy sow, horses that jig on the trail, horses that don't cross water. It's a lot of the same theory, but I show you how to use it in everyday type situations. It's one of their most popular DVDs.
Would the same kind of theories apply to a young 2-year-old that we're just starting
Very
that
much
doesn't
so.
know anything?
Very much so.
Okay.
Walk them outside, rest them in. Very
Okay.
much so. It's not just for horses like her that have got a problem. Okay, I'm just going to go back her off this time and see what she does. I love that. She's just backing off slow. There we go. Now this is the best yet, isn't it?
That's a ton.
Now,
better.
see what she just did then? She licked her lips.
Yeah.
I'm going to do, okay, let me just try one more time here. There we go. Oh, I love that. Now, let's do the opposite. Let's just bring it back.
Okay.
And she goes, whew, man, I thought I was going to fall off the end of the earth.
Yeah.
Do the opposite of what she thinks. And now I want her to think, you know what, this Aussie, he ain't real bright. All I got to do is go on the trailer and I don't have to back off. I want her to think that she's outsmarting me by staying on and being calm.
Yeah.
So let's let her rest for 5 minutes off camera, Gunny, and then we'll try her again, mate.
Okay.
No matter how cold, no matter how hot, no matter how dry and parched conditions become, Ritchie Waterers provide fresh water on demand 24 hours a day in the field or in the stall for one horse or a herd. Ritchie Waterers have ultra-fast refill valves, heavy-duty heating elements, and are made of durable polyethylene, steel, or a combination of both. People who know horses know nothing's more reliable than a Ritchie.
Piranha, fly control that won't let you down.
Are you a goal-oriented horse owner who strives for excellence in riding, training, and horse management? Then read what top trainers, clinicians, veterinarians, and horse behaviorists are saying within the pages of Horse and Rider magazine. Inside, you'll find tightly focused articles on Western training from the pros who know. Whether you're a recreational rider or a competitor, Horse and Rider magazine is your source for hands-on, user-friendly training techniques. Discover step-by-step how-to articles from its team of avid horse-owning editors, backed by expert Western trainers and clinicians. Horse and Rider magazine is the only reader-to-pro consultation resource of its kind, giving you personal perspectives from top pros and people like you. Get the best advice that puts you on the fast track to achieve excellence in riding, training, and horse management, including barn management techniques, riding practices, and reader-oriented consumer advice. Call 877-717-8928 to begin your subscription, or go to horseandrider.com and click subscribe.
I grew up loving animals and taking care of them. And because I'm so passionate about their health, I asked my veterinarian for a product that would effectively treat wounds and skin infections. He recommended Vetricyn. The science behind Vetricyn proves that it works immediately to eliminate infection, it speeds recovery, it's painless, and yet it's safe as water. Vetricyn is an easy-to-use, one-step wound care treatment that I can use on all my animals.
Okay, Gunny, we've let her rest on here for another 5 or 6 minutes. What I like about it is she's right up the front now, but she's not panicked.
Yeah.
She's been licking her lips a little bit, and I don't feel like I have to sneak around her. I can be more obvious, and she's not trigger happy now.
Yeah.
So now let's back her off and see how she does. First couple of steps are a little faster than what I'd like. There. She's just backing off one step at a time. See, I like, right now, I just asked her to back up, and I pulled on the halter a little bit, and she kind of ignored me.
Good.
That's good,
Yeah,
because normally
yeah.
she's so trigger happy, you even think about backing up, she's backing up.
Yeah.
I actually want her to get a tad bit dull backing up.
Okay.
There. I want her to back off like a snail. Just one step at a time. There, I'm actually having to make her back off now. Like, I can feel her not wanting to hurry. That means that she's I love that just then. Right then, now she's kind of pushing on this halter just a little bit. I like that, just a tad bit, you know.
And she's being
Come on.
patient at the end here.
Well, let's see what she does. She's at that threshold. Now again, I'm not making her go this slow. Now see how she steps down.
Wow.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Now we'll back her off. Okay. One more thing that I'd like to do to her, and again, this is repetition. She's not completely fixed yet, Gunny. You know what I mean? You need to do this for a few days at home. Is I'm just going to lunge her out here and put a bit of pressure on her over here, and then leave her be over here. Now I'm going to pressure, pressure, pressure over here, and leave her alone over here. And I want her to see if she chooses to run on this trailer by herself. I'm not making her get on. I'm just going to make it hard for her not. Ah, ha, ha, good girl. Good girl. Now I have to be a little careful here. She won't kick me. Excellent. Bring her up to the front here. Good girl. Now, after you get her real good at this step, Gunny, then what you'll do is you'll shut the divider. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But she's not quite ready for that just yet.
Shut the divider and let her breathe.
Yeah, let's shut the divider and let her rest.
Yeah.
Don't even think about hauling her anywhere until you've got that pretty good.
Okay.
You know, she's got to get to craving this trailer.
Okay.
Craving it. Let me just mess with her here a little bit. A couple other things I'll do with her is I'll back her up a little bit here, and then just say, hey, no, come back up here again. And then leave her alone. I want her to think, whew, thank goodness he didn't back me off that trailer.
Yeah. And
then I'll leave her alone. Then I'll do the same thing again. It's kind of what I've been doing, but a a more refined version.
Yeah.
I'm making her work a little bit. She's backing up here. And then right when she gets to the end, I'm going to say, you know what? I've changed my mind. I want to go back up there.
Okay.
And she needs a little bit of dulling up now. Desensitize her, slap on her a little bit, make some noise.
Okay.
You know, don't sneak around her now. I have a little saying, heart attacks are free, so give her one.
Yeah.
You know, now I'm going to back her off. Let's see how she does. Oh, I love this. Good girl, Pepper. That's all right. Little hurried there, so I'm gonna bring her up here again. And I'm just gonna work on the back part now. You know what I mean?
Yep.
She just needs a little bit of practice of stepping down.
Yep.
And then coming back up. And then, because she's using the thinking side of her brain now. So I can work on this just a little bit more now. Anytime a horse hurries or they jumps, you know, it's kind of like we have a trail riding DVD called Training on the Trail. Oh, I love that. See how she's not in a hurry here?
Yep.
If your horse, you know, hurries over a log, take them over it 20, 30 times until they quit jumping over it and just gently step over it. That was a little better there.
Yeah.
Let's bring it back up again. There's no reason you can't back her on and off this 100 times here.
And I don't really see any of the panic in there anymore, any of the fear.
No way. Now I'm just going to put her on and leave her there. Now let's just do something else to her here. She's probably ready for that here. Just going to shut that. So what do you think the difference is between what I've been doing and showing you to conventional horse training, the way that most people would try to attack this situation?
Well, you've definitely shown me that in there is the release today.
Yeah.
And out here is the work.
Very much so.
I've really been doing the opposite. I've been trying to keep her from running off the trailer by keeping her on the trailer.
Yeah. So use the theory in everything that you do with your horses. So the DVDs, if you have any problems, is correcting problems on the trail and problem solving on the ground and under saddle. And the trailering DVD will help you, and I'll send you home with that as well. So let's just go and take her off real quick, and let's just see what she does here. Well, let her know I'm here. You know, don't sneak around her again. Just back her off. I love how slow she is here. Now that was just a little quicker than what I'd like to see. So I'm just going to just move it back and forth here a little bit. Oh, I love what she just did then. See what she just did then? She actually ran forward by herself.
Yeah, yeah.
That was good. I love it, that spring load effect. I want her to almost feel nervous for being outside. See that there?
Yep.
As soon as I quit asking her to back up, she came forward. That's that spring load effect. That tells me she's saying, please, Clinton, I don't want to get off. I don't want to get off. Whew. Thank goodness you let me back on again. Good girl. And this time I'll back her off completely. I love this. Now she's almost saying, hey, I don't want to back off so much. Now right then, that wasn't as good. She bumped that just then, so let's go do it again. Anytime she reacts badly, just go back and back her off again. Back her off. This is better. I love that last one. That last time I really had to kind of put a little bit more pressure on that halter. Okay, mate, she's had enough for right now, but see her licking her lips there?
Yep.
Okay, a lot better. You're going to have to go home and work with this now. She's not perfect yet, but we've certainly got her on the right track, haven't we?
Yeah, I know. You've really given me a good plan to follow and stick to.
Good. And remember something, you keep doing the same thing, you keep getting the same thing. You know what I mean? And compared to how she was just not quite an hour ago, where she ran out, she flipped over, she fell over in there. She cut herself all up. She certainly wasn't perfect the last time she came off, but a lot better.
Yeah.
And I think she's a really nice man. She wants to be good. She just doesn't know how to use the thinking side of her brain. And that's one thing about the Down Under Horsemanship method, is that the method's laid out for you. The program's laid out. All you have to do is follow it with your horse. Basically what we did here is we made the right thing easy, which is staying in the trailer, and the wrong thing, being out of the trailer, hard. And you can use this principle with everything you do with your horses and get great results. Well, listen, mate, until next time, I hope you've enjoyed the show. I've certainly enjoyed bringing it to you. Gunny, thank you so much for bringing me your horse, mate. It was a great little challenge, and I think she's really a nice horse. Let's go get something to drink, mate. See you next week.